rules and regulations of the Department of Revenue of the state of Florida, providing for an effective date.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a motion and a second to move to discussion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, great. All right, so let's go ahead and open floor to discussion on the resolution. Did we set the dates for the first and second yet? What are they?
Sorry. You set the date for the first one? The second one has not been set, but we found out the date of school board meeting is the 5th and the 11th. Those are the 2 days that you can't. The first Tuesday, our regular, the 3rd. September 3rd.
Correct. Tuesday, September 3rd is the first one. 6 p.m.
Got it. Okay.
It might be a capital letter.
Madam Clerk, what you're saying is the 5th and the 11th, the only days we cannot do. Do we want to just do that really quickly, get it out of the way?
So the 3rd is the first hearing and the 10th is our regular commission meeting, yeah?
The 3rd is that millage hearing, the first hearing, and then the regular commission meeting is the 10th.
The 10th.
Correct.
What did I say? I said something wrong.
No, you said it right. You said it right. You said it right.
What are we doing?
Setting the second meeting. Sorry, I'm just putting this in my calendar now because I might forget later.
Well, the second one we do the same night as the final budget hearing, yeah? We do it, we table it, and then we finish the budget, and then we come back and set the millage. Is that how am I remembering that correctly?
The statute requires you to set your millage first.
But we did it that way,
That's
right?
the maximum.
What we did is we would set it, and then
Right.
there were 2 agendas that night, if I remember correctly. We set it really quickly at 9:05, and then we went right into the final budget, right? That was what we did, wasn't it?
I thought we opened the topic, we tabled it, we went to the budget, finished the budget, came back to the first item, and because you can't approve the millage until you have your budget finalized. So we opened,
They're all on the same
we
day.
opened the millage, tabled it, went on to the budget, approved it, went back and approved the millage.
Well, what
Okay.
you do is you can set a maximum millage and then you do your budget and you adjust, then you can adjust your millage based on what your budget was.
We can reopen the first hearing and adjust it? Okay, well, regardless, we do it,
Technically closing the meeting.
Hmm?
Don't technically close the meeting.
So we do them on the same night, in other words. Okay, but we don't have to do the first budget hearing the night of that. Or are we planning to do the millage and the budget on September 3rd? We're gonna do them both?
Yep.
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 Okay.
Which, do you need any time between, how much time do you need, Madam Clerk? From the 1st? Okay,
Why don't we just do somewhere in the week of the 23rd?
24th?
Why am I thinking in previous years, it's been on Mondays instead of Tuesdays? I don't know why I'm thinking that. No, I don't
I'm
care.
good with either. I mean,
Look, I've kept September clear on my calendar for
Smart.
this conversation.
There's nothing else scheduled on the 24th?
all right, so do we want to do that second one on the 24th?
Are you talking 24th of
September 24th,
September 24th?
same time, 6 PM? This would be unanimous. We need everybody.
Well, it depends on the.
Right.
Okay.
That was gonna be my question. I don't think I'm gonna be able to be there on the 24th.
Okay,
Does that have to be everybody?
But you're
It might have to be.
hearing to finalize the budget and adopt the millage rate has to be held not less than 2 days or more than 5 days after the day that the advertisement is first published.
Can I join via Zoom?
yes. Sounds like the answer is yes.
Veronica,
Okay.
if we change it to Monday, could you be here in person?
I probably I'm traveling that week,
Yeah.
and maybe even the week before. So for me, I'll make it work. I'll just join by Zoom. That's what I'll do.
We're good with the 24th then? Madam Clerk?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. Okay, great.
Okay. And these are noticed separately. These are not noticed at the same time. Each one has its own notice, yeah.
So 6 PM, the 24th. Great.
Okay, related to those dates, may I make a request?
Sure.
I would really like these to be advertised very widely to the public. We have two members of the public here with us tonight for our first conversation about this. This is, the most important thing we do every year is spend everybody's money. And I would like to make sure that everybody knows about it. So I would prefer these be widely publicized every way, as frequently as possible, and really try to drum up some interest in these things, or at least give people the opportunity to decline to be interested.
I agree. Sounds good. All right, so as far as, now I know we just done it this way in the past where we state the 9/7, do we want to have any discussion about moving from 9/7?
To changing it from 9/7?
Right.
No, I'm totally fine. This is what we do every year. We set it high and we work our way down, and Chris is proposing a budget that's 9/5, so we're gonna jump into that conversation here. But I would like to say something since we're on the topic of the millage rate. Every year I have come in here with ways to, at the end, to trim. And every year there are opportunities to trim that would allow us to reduce the millage rate. After we have set it at 9/5, there are always ways to trim, and we don't do it. And we could have set the millage rate lower and brought in less revenue off of our residents' backs. And I hope this year we take that opportunity more seriously, because if we can do it, we should. Paul, going into this year's millage based on the current taxable value of homes in Biscayne Park, you've given us a number in years past that was very interesting, and you put that beautiful table together for us that showed, we talk millage rates, and it's an arbitrary thing because it's a percentage based on the value, and the value changes every year, and it's a moving target. And people just see this number and don't really realize exactly what it's based on. But Paul put together a really nice chart for us that was ranges of taxable values, like $50,000 ranges or something like that. I could pull it up. I don't know if you've seen it, Ryan. We all looked at it last year. It's a very interesting table. You could ask someone to send it to you if you haven't seen it. You saw it? Okay.
Yes, and I
and it-
intend to update that.
Wonderful.
And
Because the different millage rates, it puts a dollar figure on it. It's like, oh, if they went from 9/7 to 9/6, my taxes would drop a dollar figure. And it gives you in that range, it tells you what it is. And it makes it all very real, because a millage rate is one thing, and putting a dollar sign in front of it is something completely different. So you're going to do that for us, Paul?
Yes, sir.
When it's done, can you email that out to us separately in advance of the meeting?
Through the manager, absolutely.
Beautiful. I would appreciate that. So looking ahead at fiscal 25, Paul, what is that amount and I always say these words wrong, and I know I do, but it's 0.1 of a millage point. I don't know. I always get the words tangled up, but 0.1 equals how much do we have to cut out of the budget to affect 0.1 of our millage rate? Last year, I want to say it was 29,000. It was less than $30,000.
It'll be a little different this year. It'll be
Yeah,
a little
exactly.
higher, but yeah, it's between 30 and 40,000 is
Well,
it?
that's a big range, because
That's for a full mill, or I believe.
I meant a 0.1.
Oh, 0.1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we adjusted by 0.1. We're saying 9.7 to 9.5. That's 0.2 difference. 0.1, what does that equate to in dollars in our total budget?
Yeah, so that's essentially 10%, 1%, or no, it's 10%. So you would, it's about 30,000, it's in the 30 or $40,000 range, and that's 1%.
Okay, so if you
Give
could
or
get,
take.
if we could get that exact dollar amount,
Yeah,
that
that's
would
on
be,
that chart. If it isn't,
Okay.
I know I did it as a
I think it's
table.
on that
I'll,
chart.
when I send it out, it'll be there. It'll be pretty.
that would be really
obvious.
helpful as well, because as we go through the budget, it's interesting to look at things as we consider, let's put more money in blank. Well, how much does that, if you looked at it as a millage, as a 0.1 of the millage rate, what would that equate to?
Right, that's an excellent way to keep things in
It
proportion.
makes it feel very real to us and as we're spending people's money and to people who are paying as well, especially when they know then that how that impacts based on their taxable value. It's very kind of alarming when you look at that sometimes to realize how little of a difference it really is. On the one hand, when you're looking at someone's, at the dollars they're paying in their taxes, but then when you're looking at the budget and you realize, oh, we have this extra money in here that was unspent in the current fiscal year, what would that have been in a millage decrease last year if we had taken that opportunity? That's where my mind goes with this.
Will we be seeing, Paul, from you a presentation? At the beginning, you used to show us from every dollar how much goes to police, and you will make it very clear with that intro presentation.
Yes, that's in my chart package, that I'll circulate with that other chart.
Okay.
We have all that.
You don't have it here tonight. Thanks for
I
asking
didn't-
about that.
I didn't
Durham.
prepare
You don't
yet.
have it tonight. Okay.
In reality, these numbers just, they changed the E-trim system,
Understood.
by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually have access to it yet, but our staff, Sharon does. So she gave me these numbers, I think, 2 days ago. So I didn't have a chance to update all the fun charts, but I figured we'll get to that.
Mr. Mayor, if I can interrupt for a moment.
Sure.
Looking a little more into it. Hate to throw a wrench into the scheduling, but none of you can appear by Zoom for the second read for the final adoption of the millage or the budget. So
Oh,
Alrighty.
affect
you
your.
hear that, Veronica?
Yeah, that's for the
Let's-
24th.
Sorry, Commissioner.
Okay, so let's just take a look at the dates again really quickly.
Yeah, it's September 3rd for your first.
September 3rd is the first, September 10 is our regular commission meeting. So, Commissioner Amsler, if that whole final week of September is out, I guess let's take a look at the 16th through the 20th. Does anyone have any specific conflicts for that week that we don't want to,
I'm unavailable the 16th and the 19th, available 17, 18, and 20.
okay?
17, 18, 20. So let me ask you this, Brad, so what about the rest of the meetings I can be on Zoom? The 24th is where I need to be live.
The final hearing to adopt the millage and the budget, you all need to be
Me too.
present.
Okay, so
What if
let's,
some-
How are we
were
gonna do this without?
What if someone were sick?
yeah, well, yeah, hopefully that's.
I thought that was only a requirement if our budget was in excess of a certain percentage or.
Well, that goes to that's depends on what vote you need. So if it's over 110% of the rollback rate, then you need
A unanimous
it's a
decision.
unanimous decision. If it's over 100%, then you need a 2/3 vote of the entire commission. But as far as being presence, you have to be physically
You
present.
have to all be physically present.
Yes.
So then we're-
So I'm
without
gonna,
Art-
I can keep the 24th and I'll just do the traveling before then. If that works better for everybody.
To be able to be here on the 24th?
Yes, to be here, it has to be before the first, so all I can ask, is there anybody else that has an issue on the 25th, 26th, or 27th, just to push it later on the week?
I'm not available the 25th.
What about the 27th for the rest?
I'm available the 27th.
Okay, Mac?
Friday?
Of course, we're doing this without Art being here. Now
Well,
we know.
That's what I was just.
Yeah.
gonna-
We don't know what Art's
True.
availability is.
I mean, so I think we're just gonna have to pick a date right now and then. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm also thinking, Veronica, of residents trying to attend. Friday night's an awkward time. You said maybe on the 26th you could be available?
Yes, I can do the
Thursday, the
26th.
26th? I'm good Thursday, the 26th.
I'm good Thursday, and perfectly candidly, 27th is my birthday. On a Friday night, I prefer.
Oh my God, what an awesome way to spend your birthday.
Being here with everyone, yes, but not with my family is the other part.
No,
Bring the
26th,
kids here. We'll fill them full of sugar and let them run around the room.
Perfect.
September 3rd and September 26th at 6 PM.
Does that work? Amsler, does that work, the 26th?
Yes, the
Okay with
26th.
everybody?
And we need to take a vote on the reso too.
Yes, yes, well, okay, we got the dates down, so, all right, so setting the tentative at 9/7, it sounds like we're in agreement. Is there, any opposition to that or any more discussion we want to talk about changing it at this point?
No,
Hearing none, okay. I think we have consensus to set tentative at 9/7. And we have our first on September 3rd and our second on September 26th, both at 6 PM, correct? Yes, okay. Okay, great. Well, then I think, go back. I think that's it for our resolution. I think we have consensus on that. If there's nothing else,
Real quickly, just to confirm, Paul, you're gonna, through Chris or Pamela, you're gonna send us that updated chart, and it will also, if it doesn't include, you'll make sure we also see a number, a dollar amount for 0.1 millage. based
Yeah,
on-
I'll run the whole thing.
Okay, beautiful, thank you.
okay. All right then, so having no further business for this, meeting, sorry? Okay, so so the motion hasn't changed. The motion is correct?
We never, the motion has not changed. No,
Oh, we had a pending motion.
you had a pending motion.
Yeah.
You've set the dates. You've set your tentative millage.
Right.
Just need the clerk to take a vote, call the vote.
Okay, on a resolution, okay. Okay,
You need a voice vote? Yes.
Mayor Gross,
yes,
Vice Mayor Huntington,
Yes.
Commissioner Amsler,
yes,
Commissioner Kennedy.
Yes.
The item passes 4-0.
great, all right,
Motion to adjourn?
second. Favor?
For those on Zoom, the session is going to end. You will have to re-log in for the budget workshop.